Hi folks, so today's adventure in preparation of Camino de Santiago brings us to Fort Loudoun State Historic Area. So this is one of our favorite places to hang out at. So this is Tellico Lake, and sure enough we have a boat approaching. So we love this place because they have a very nifty, look at that boat, kayak ramp. So let me show you. So we come out here a lot and kayak. So I have two kayaks, to sit inside and sit on top. So the cool thing about it is that you can set your boat in there, and then you just put your paddle into those sprockets right there and you scoot yourself in. And then when you want to come out, you just do the same thing, just from the lake side. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we like it because we don't get wet that way. So I'm going to take you along on a little walk. So we're going to walk up to the fort. So this is a replica of Fort Loudoun that they established in 1977. So Tellico Lake didn't used to be a lake. This is a man-made lake that the TVA created in the 70s as a recreational area. So yeah, the locals love this place, and so do people from other places that come here from far away to do their kayaking. So you can kayak all around the lake. So this place didn't used to have a lake, and there used to be people that lived here, but the TVA bought them out. Sure, they weren't happy about it, but it's one of those things that happens. So that was in the 70s, and so I'm going to take you to the fort, and then we're going to look around the fort a little bit, and then I'm going to walk down that way. So there's a web of trails next to where it says kayak rental. So we're not actually going on a trail, but I'm just going all the way down there to the end. And there's a bench, and then I'll take a little break, and then I'll come back. So this should take a while. So I am preparing for the Camino de Santiago. I'm going to leave on my adventure to Spain on the 16th. So if you like and subscribe, you can follow my trip. Okay, so here we have the welcome sign. Tells us a little bit about the significance of Fort Loudoun. So yeah, for a while, Fort Loudoun helped the English to keep the French in check, and yeah, this was an important place. So interesting. Yeah, now let's keep going. So it's super scenic here. This is a very large lake. So my former father-in-law, he was one of the first people to buy a house here. It's a place called Tellico Village. Yeah, they loved it out here. The Tellico Village still exists, actually. It's high-end housing, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can sit here and just look at the lake. So a lot of people come out here to with their photographers and take pictures, yeah, for photo shoots from, for high school kids or for weddings. So yeah, it's nice. So today is a really pretty day. It's very early still. So this place just opened. It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning, and There are hardly any visitors here yet, but it gets busy here. On the weekends, oh my goodness, it gets crowded. So here we have the visitor center. So if you want to rent a kayak, you can from here. They also have a bathroom in there. Very important. And here we can vote for one's favorite park. I'm going to definitely do that. Yes, this is definitely a favorite. Okay. So we're going to walk up to the replica of the fort. So it's nice how they plant flowers here. This is wild ginger. So it's a very well taken care of state park here. I love this fence. It's pretty cool. That's a blueberry bush. So they have a lot of programs here. For example, bird watching. And yeah, they do little hikes out on the trails. And the rangers are very knowledgeable about plants and wildlife. They have a few snakes here, but they don't have bears because it's an island, so I don't know, a bear would have to come over the bridge. So I don't think this ever happened. So we're almost there. You know, the first time I came out here, I couldn't believe it. It's a super cool place. I didn't know that was here. If you look across the lake, there's the Tellico blockhouse. It was used between 1794 and 1807 by the U.S. Army. It's over there. You can't actually go inside the blockhouse, but you can walk around over there. I take my dog sometimes because nobody knows it's there. People don't go there. All right, folks, look here. We're about to enter the fort. So they have a lot of programs here where they do reenactments. And yeah, they shoot guns. And it's pretty cool. It's like last time I was out on the kayak, they were shooting guns, and it's kind of scary actually, but you just have to remember they're just shooting blanks, I guess. There's another boat. Oh, it's that same boat coming back, I think. You can hear it. All right, we're going to enter Fort Loudoun. This is Sally Port. It was a small and protected doorway in the wall of the fortification. Yep, it's small. Oh, isn't this cool? Oh my God. So I don't remember what all these buildings were used for, but I do know that this one right here, I don't remember that much, is the infirmary. Yeah, that's the infirmary. So if you go up here, you can see some cannons. Because you have to keep in mind that the lake wasn't there, so yeah, they had some fierce battles. Let's see if I can go up here. And we got two little cannons. Look at that. Okay. Oh, here's another one. So that they were covered from all sides. There you have it. Yep. Yeah, they have interesting programs here. And the most interesting part actually is the kids asking questions. Kids are very inquisitive about this kind of thing. So there's nobody out here. I don't know if you can open these doors. Ooh, you can. Ah, check this out. Well, they have some guns in here. Ooh. Sort of like a warehouse. Cool. I should probably shut the door. But yeah, that was the infirmary at one point. Even though there are guns in there now. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's a lock on that one. Oh, the next one is open. You can see the housing of the soldiers. They're slept in bunk beds. And there's a chimney, keep them warm. They can hang out here and eat. This looks like the general store. Cool. A lot of barrels. There's the well. I got that locked. I don't want somebody falling in. Yeah, you have to remember that a lot of kids come out here. And there's no telling what they'll do. Now look here. Yeah, they have reenactments of these things, and they have people actually working on certain holidays. Can't believe how clean this place is today. It's like normally when you come out here, it's like a lot of spider webs and stuff. They must have recently cleaned it. There's another quarters. The soldiers stayed. I think the officers' quarters were up there. I don't know if we can get in there. But here's a big oven. Oh, the officers' quarter is open. Okay, let me see. That's cool. Oh, this is the guardhouse. Okay. All right. Well, you do have a good view from here. So there's a book that mentions this place. It's called Mountain Man. It's one of the most read books in Tennessee. You can look it up. It's very interesting. There are already a lot of bugs out here this morning. Okay, here's an exit. Let's look at it. So this is on the other side of the fort. Okay, it says this is the defense perimeter, a locust hedge to impede Indian attacks. And that's called a chevaux de frise. It's a defensive obstacle. Yeah, you can see that right there. Of course, they had a lot more than that, not just these two, right? Wow. So when you're on a kayak, you can go all around this island until you come by here. Yeah, it's an awesome place to kayak. You just need to make sure that you stay near the shore and you don't go in the main channel, because there are a lot of speedboats coming through, especially on the weekend. Like this morning, it's still very early, so there's nobody really out here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So here you have another view of the fort. There you have a guard. Let's head back. And we're going to stop at the visitor center for a minute. Okay, so I'm in the video where I'm going to to make a video that is of the store. So this is the visitor center, and it has sort of like a museum and a store in it. You can see some of this in action. So yeah, if you're interested in history, this is the place to come. Okay, remember we walked up there a minute ago. It's pretty cool. Some very long guns. I have one of these sweatshirts here. It's one of my favorites. So you can buy all kinds of cool stuff here. Even toy guns. There's a little reading area, so that's cool. So if you want to rent a kayak, you have to come out here and they'll get you one. It's about, I want to say $25 for 4 hours. Or 20, I forgot. Okay, so now we're going to walk up to the fishing dock. So people are starting to arrive. Now, some of these vehicles are people that work here, of course. But yeah, it gets busy here. So we're walking to the fishing dock. I wonder if this leads to the fishing dock. I feel like it should. There's a black bird. It was very interesting when we took the bird watching class. This guy that was one of the leaders, he talked to the birds. Yeah, he knew all of their songs. It's pretty cool. There's Mr. Squirrel. Oh, he's in the bushes. So I've never actually fished out here. I don't really know how to fish. I wish I could fish. It's kind of cool. But my grandson, he tried to teach me one time. But yeah, I wouldn't want to gut a fish or something. I don't know. That just seems a little crazy. But of course, if you know how to do that, that's good survival skill. So here's a cool place where you can fish off the dock here. So I'm going to show you, yep, this is the correct way to get to the fishing dock. Okay. Look at that, isn't that nice? Oh my gosh, the lake is great today. So sometimes it gets a little choppy when there's wind. But Yeah, this is great. If somebody went out kayaking right now, it'd be cool. So when we kayak, actually we make a stop right here. So I don't know if you can see it, but far up yonder there's the mountains. So today it's kind of hazy. So I'm not sure why everything is so hazy. This can't possibly have to do with the Canada wildfires, but well, it seems like that'd be too far away. But we always make a stop right here. So this is where you can kind of stop your boat and take a little break before you continue on your way. Over there's a culvert. See, I don't know if you can see it, but over there's a bridge. And yeah, you can go under it and continue around the island. So let's check out the fishing dock. So a lot of people come out here for weekend picnics, spend all day here, cookouts, family gatherings. They have a clean bathroom right there. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. It's a clean bathroom. Yep. They have grills here. Plenty of picnic tables. There's a big one up on the hill up there where you can have a whole family reunion or like a church gathering type thing. So there's some kids out here with their mama and a dog. There's no swimming here or jumping from pier. Yeah, that would be a bad idea to do that. Hey. So here's the pier. And here's a fisherman. Have you caught anything?
No.
No? Not yet?
Yeah.
They're taunting him underneath the...
Are they?
They're right there. Look, Mama.
They're right there?
You see them all.
It might be a hot day today and they're all sitting under
Well, if
that
I had
tree.
some bluegill worms, I would be able to
Have you tried hot dogs?
I threw some chips and they weren't even going after them, so I'm wondering if it's going to be really hot today, so they're
Oh, it's going to be a hot
kind of
one.
waiting.
84.
Yeah.
Them animals, they know, and they get...
Winnie.
Well, I see a few.
Yeah, they're smarter than you think.
Yeah.
They're
They can
coming
tell
out.
weather and stuff.
See, look, they're coming out right there. See them all?
Yeah, I see them. They're not really too big.
They're big.
You're taking care of Mr. Dog? All right. Well, it's probably already getting too late to fish right now, but they're trying. So yeah, this is super cool. Yep, this is the pier. It says, no boat docking. So if you want to dock your boat, you have to do it over there where I showed you. See right there. But not at the pier here, that's a bad idea. And they certainly don't want motorboats with their gasoline and whatever they're using boats to poison the fish, so yeah. Wow, I can't believe how still the lake is today. Okay, so we're already on minute 29, so I'm going to cut this off at 30. So if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. This is Camino Teacher, and if you watched all of this to the end, I certainly thank you, because it's hard to get those watch time hours. Yeah, but I thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow we're going to go on trail in the same historic area, so look for a video on that tomorrow. All right, folks, have an awesome, beautiful day.